Okay. Well, oh. You know, it's, you drive down the street in America and you look at houses from the curb and they all look alike, you know? It's a driveway, garage, porch, some flowers. You have no idea what's going on behind, you know, those closed doors of what people live with. You know, you just don't know. And when the number one tool of the abuser is isolation, and that's never more powerful than between a parent and a child, because the parent is able to isolate the child completely because the child knows just what the parent tells them. And think about if you're talking to your parent and that parent is telling you, this is what we're going to do, and this is okay, and this is okay, and this is okay, they have nothing to compare that to. They don't go to school and talk about this, and they don't go to their neighbor and talk about it, so they have nothing to compare it to, so they don't know. It's just terrible. And the fact that these two women have made it as far as they are, as functional as they are, is pretty impressive, don't you think? It's just, it's pretty amazing. But, you know, the one message that, one of the messages I wanted to get clear is so often victims of this sort of thing will look back and realize that at times they actually found their body responding, and so even as much as they mentally detested this, they found some sensations that were pleasurable or whatever, and so they feel horribly guilty. Like, oh my God, I must have wanted this to happen. There is no way that a child is 0.1% ever responsible for one bit of anything that happens like that. And I tell you, I've never talked to a child that did not feel somewhat responsible. And if you haven't been through it, you think, how could they possibly? But if you have been through it, you know, yeah, I can see that. But they're not. And so you just, if you have someone come to you, if it's a neighbor or a family friend or whoever, make sure, number one, that you establish that. Don't feel shame. Understand that there's just no responsibility for it whatsoever, because they don't know. They just don't know. And it's terrible. And, you know, his reasoning that, you know, I let her say no, or she just jumped in the shower. What do you do? Didn't you get her out of the shower? I mean, come on. What? Oh, it's frustrating. It's just frustrating. But, and I have to say, I don't think he gets it one bit more than he did when he got here. You know, I offered him help at the end, and during the break, what he said to me right before he left the stage was, well, I'll get help if they do. Because this isn't all me. It's still, it's like, he truly believes he's a victim in all this.